Welcome to the Continental, everybody, aka Spot of Nerd here, and we are here today to talk about the latest in quite possibly one of the best action films ever made, John Wick 3: Parabellum.
To dream the impossible dream.
There's no escape for you. The high table wants your life.
To right the unrightable wrong.
Tell me what you want.
Passage.
I can't help you.
To reach the unreachable star.
Do you expect him to make it out? A $14 million bounty on his head. And everyone in the city wants a piece of it. I say the odds are about even. Doc, 5 seconds.
John Wick, excommunicado in effect in 3,
2.
1.
And away we go.
To follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause.
Sophia, we're not going in like the old days. Just a conversation.
Nothing's ever just a conversation with you, John.
Reach the unreachable star.
For those of you that don't enjoy these films, you are crazy. These films are so epic. It's one of those franchises that just keeps getting better and better with the sequels. There's gonna be spoilers, so if you don't want to know, I guess don't watch, but please watch. So this third film starts right after the second film, where John Wick himself on the run and everybody is out to kill him. I didn't think you could do more body counts than the first one and the second one. The sheer carnage that John Wick is so epic. Whoever writes these films, whoever tells the story, these are not just action films, but they're so much fun and there's so much just energy and epic. I can't even describe it. One of the best things about these films, especially in chapter 3, is we were told about this secret society back in the first film. And then we got a little bit more elaboration in the second film, kind of the rules, who's in charge. And with the third film, we almost go back to the roots of where this whole secret society started. Why John left, how he had to come back into the game, how he's this mastermind of just assassination and secrecy. And what I love about it is because it actually makes sense. Just when you think you know what it's all about, they now add another layer. For example, the High Council, the High Chair, whatever they called it. That's where this third film picks up. Not only do you now have the higher levels, but then you have the higher levels on top of the higher levels. It's done so well. And you know I've got to talk about the fight sequences. Holy shit. These fight sequences will blow your mind. Again, one of the best parts is it doesn't have to be gruesome. John Wick is literally putting headshots into everybody and you see the blood splatter. But it's not like, it's real and it's just carnage and I love it. In the beginning, one of the first fight sequences is him and somebody he knows, and he's just using a library book. And I won't go into too much detail, but he snaps his neck with a library book. So awesome. Then there's a knife fight. So he's inside this warehouse. He's obviously, the bad guys are onto him because, hey, he's got a bounty of $14 million if you kill John Wick. And they're in this knife store and they just start throwing knives at each other. And it's so awesome. The choreographed fight sequences, This, again, go see this film. It is so awesome. It will keep you entertained. There's humor, like, perfectly placed. For example, at the end of the film, you know, you've got John and the Continental guys basically taking on this higher council folks. They're going to war because they're fed up with all these rules. He's such a mastermind at killing people. These guys who are the higher level, they come in with all this body armor and he's popping them, but nobody's dying because of course they've got all this armor on, and he's finding tricks where if he pulls the helmet off and shoots him in the back of the neck. But it's these little bit of humor where he'll go back to the armory and he's like, I need something stronger. This manager who's kind of in charge of John Wick, and well, there's that over there you can use. And then all of a sudden they just start picking off shotguns, loading up the shotguns, and the next scene is him just blowing people's heads off. It's so good, so good. I don't promote carnage, I don't promote violence, but if you're just looking for an epic film, and Keanu Reeves, I dip my invisible hat. You do this job so well, like, so epic. We found out just the other day, they're gonna make a chapter 4. Spoiler alert, the way the film ends, obviously set up for a 4th film, and I cannot wait. I think it was 2021 I read in an article that they're gonna bring us a 4th film. So epic. Halle Berry is in the film, and she's great, but she's only in it for like 5 minutes. I thought she was gonna be, you know, during the trailers and kind of with the marketing, I thought she was gonna be in it for a little longer, but I'm not kidding, maybe 5-10 minutes and her story's done. So the dogs are just as ruthless as John Wick is. So 10 out of 10. Seriously, this thing is epic. John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum. Go and see it. You will not be disappointed. Please don't forget to subscribe, everybody. So much thanks, so much love for all the support you guys bring to Spot of Nerd. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you all next time. Bye. So one last thought on the John Wick franchise is Keanu Reeves he's the perfect actor for this, because I'm not kidding you, if you add up all the words that he says in all 3 movies, you're probably looking at less than 20 words. He's like a silent film actor. You don't really hear him talk about much other than him shooting people. It's just, it works.